Hard to believe this is the same team that started off 1-9, but they finished the regular season with 18 wins, 14 of them in conference play, and are heading into the postseason. Where hopefully they shoot a little better than that. With the Warhawks taking a step back in a 9-0 loss to SIU yesterday, the team has been outscored 46-14 this week. Who else in college baseball can say that? And with me, I have the master of ceremonies, the legendary Cowboys coach, Oklahoma Sooners coach, Barry Switzer. First things first, it's been a long time since you've been back across it. How does it feel to be back home and speak in front of people who absolutely adore you?
I'm amazed tonight this many people turn out here. The bunch of gray hairs here, they're the ones that probably remember who I am. The rest of them certainly don't.
All right, thanks, buddy. As I'm sure Jared told you a few moments ago, a little cool out here. Didn't have to roll the sleeves up too much. But, hey, regardless, it's a party here at the Love Shack as Louisiana Tech and ULM are hooking up. It's a battle of two teams pretty much going in different directions. Blader Barnett with the bat takes his pitch to deep left field, and it's gone to Simsboro. Grambling down 4-3. Tigers will score 5 more runs to defeat the Jags 8-5. One at the park this afternoon looking to shake back from a crazy Saturday. Scoreless in the second. SIU's Will Farmer grounds this to ULM's Anthony Herrera. He can't handle it. Everyone's safe. Base is juiced. Very next batter, walks pitcher Chase Beal tells Ryan Salo, sit on down. Beal would eventually get out of the bases loaded jam. Now showing off leather. Next inning, bottom of the frame. Cade Harper hits it to shallow right, but Salukie's outfielder Jake Hand, showing off his hand with a beautiful sliding catch. And wouldn't you know it, after our cameras left, the offense came alive for the Warhawks. Former Neville Tiger Brian Barefoot had a 2-run shot in the 8th inning. They win this one 6-2 over SIU. W's have been hard to come by for Beekman Charter. That was until September 16th. When the second-year program felt the joy of victory for the first time, defeating Northwood and Lima.
Of course, I've been around some winning programs, and those wins were just great as well. But, to do this and to just see the excitement in the kids' faces and know how hard they've worked to get to this point, it just made it, without a doubt, up at the top.
We thought that we would have pretty much won over the world. To see our fans finally stand up and our cheerleaders get happy, that meant the world to me. I started crying and everybody was wondering. I said, man, being a senior, getting your first win, so it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
After a winless season in 2015 where they were shut out 5 times and outscored 421-60, keeping this group of 34 Tigers motivated surprisingly wasn't hard. Coach McDonald credits the kids for not turning their equipment and keeping their eyes on the program's goal.
We stayed on them and put them through the ringer. Had to do a lot of teaching. And, like you said, we told them just be patient, it's going to come. And, I didn't expect it so soon.
When we came out here in spring and I saw what everybody was doing, and I seen that we had potential of winning our first game. We had potential of having a winning season.
And now these guys hope for a repeat performance this week against St. Fred's, a team they lost to 46-0 a year ago.
We lost to Northwood Lena 38-0 last year, and we beat them. So we just got to play hard as we can and stick with them. It's going to be a tough game, but we got to stick with them.
In Beekman, Chris Demirdjian, KTV, NBC 10 Sports. On a crisp fall morning in Louisiana, asking experienced hunters to wake up bright and early isn't an issue. As the sun continues to rise, these friends are bragging over the several deer taken down. The crazy thing? None of these guys pulled the trigger.
That's my passion, my favorite thing to do. So I said, I'm going to go help these kids. But actually, it ended up helping me. So I said, I'm going to do that for everybody here.
Camera loves you, brother. Camera loves you.
The Dream Hunt Foundation gives children who are at a disadvantage in life a chance to do what they love most, hunting and fishing, and some encouragement to keep battling for whatever they may be going through.
We took 5 kids in 2013, and in 2015 we took 92. It started out just me asking some of my friends, and telling them, hey man, I got a crazy idea, and them listening to it, and they're like, man, that would work. Just through a series of connections, we got connected with a kid that wanted to go hunting, and they sent them to us, and they loved it and got great reports.
When they come out, they sort of came out.
Dalton Rittenauer and his parents traveled 10 hours from Jefferson City, Missouri to West Monroe so their son, who suffers from neuromuscular dystrophy, can live the life of an outdoorsman. Luckily, the young man captured a baby doe.
He has been talking about this all week long. First thing he gets up, he talks about shooting something. We wish that we could do something like this more often because he's not able to shoot a gun on his own. but they have the means here for him to do it.
How excited are you to be here?
Nah.
Do you want to do it again?
Yeah.
Is that the first year you ever shot?
Yeah.
These kids who don't share the same abilities as others their age finish the day with smiles on their faces, all because of people who made their dreams come true.
The passions that you have in your life, those are the things that God wants to use to bless other people. I can look back on this weekend and go, man, I did everything in my control to try to make it happen for them, and that's the way everybody feels here.
For years, Grambling women's basketball was on a continuous downward spiral. From 2008 up until last season, the Lady Tigers just couldn't win, going 73-107.
Women's basketball is a credible program here at Grambling that has won in the past.
Interim head coach, that's right, interim guy Freddie Murray, helped this team go 3 games over 500 a year ago as an assistant. Now in the leading role, they're a game better.
The goal was eventually to get these ladies in a position to play some great basketball and resurrect a lot of what Grambling basketball is all about. Whether I'm a regular coach, full-time coach, or interim tag, the job never changed.
Last year, Coach Damone kind of kept saying the rebirth of a legacy, and I think this year we really rebirthed it. We showed everybody what Grambling stands for.
Hard to believe this is the same team that started off 1-9, but they finished the regular season with 18 wins, 14 of them in conference play, and are heading into the postseason. Where hopefully they shoot a little better than that.
After the loss, we were we're still kind of down, and so it kind of was heartbreaking, but once we found out we were still playing, we're all excited and we're ready to get started.
Despite not going to the big dance, not facing some of the powers of women's college basketball has its advantages for now.
To play against a UConn or a Baylor or Notre Dame, you're basically playing them on their home court, so it's really not a fair advantage. I like the NIT a little bit better, even though my goal and our team's goal going into next year will be to be in the NCAA tournament.
Chris Demirdjian, KTVE, NBC 10 Sports. All right, thank you, Trey. Hey, it's a party here in CrossFit, and with me, I have the master of ceremonies, the legendary Cowboys coach, Oklahoma Sooners coach, Barry Switzer. First things first, it's been a long time since you've been back in CrossFit. How does it feel to be back home and speak in front of people who absolutely adore you?
I'm amazed tonight this many people turn out here. The bunch of gray hairs here, they're the ones that probably remember who I am. The rest of them certainly don't. I left here 60-something years ago. I left in the class of 55. I went to the University of Arkansas. Damn near went to LSU, really. Northeast didn't recruit me back then. I know it's Monroe, Louisiana now. I'm in CrossFit tonight for one reason. I was asked by a gentleman, Tim Toller, to come here, but his daughter right here, Allie, is the one really the reason why I'm here, because she's walked on my stage. I'm doing a live show in Norman, Oklahoma, and she walks on my stage. She says, I'm from CrossFit, Arkansas, and I know Joyce and Jack Allen. I said, I know them longer than you have.
That's a really good story. Now, after you got out of the coaching game back in the mid-'90s from the Cowboys, right, you've been to some TV appearances. You're doing currently a coach's show up at Oklahoma State.
I do a lot. I do OU games every day, live color on. I have my own channel for the statewide on Cox Cable, and I do webcasts all over the country and answer tweets live in real time. If you tweet me, I respond to you. So I sit there with one of Mac's players, Thomas Lott, bandana, all that, wishbone days. Well, I'm secretary of offense, remember? I want to make the wishbone great again.
Hey, while we're at it,
I'm going to run with the ball.
What is your Twitter handle? So we can all follow you on Twitter.
Yeah, Barry_Switzer, and that'll get me at Barry_Switzer.
All right.
I follow Allie. Allie follows me, so that's all I need.
We'll follow Barry Switzer on Twitter at Barry_Switzer. Coach?
Hey, Cam Robinson, you're out there, big boy. You're going to be the first left tackle taken in the draft. Hell of a player. 74, Alabama, from West Monroe, Washita, something like that, West Monroe.
Absolutely.
Met him. I was at the Outland Award when he got it, visited with him and his mother. Great kid. I really was impressed with him. He's a neat person.
Well, Coach, pleasure talking to you. More with you at 10 o'clock. In the meantime, Trey, back to you in the studio, man.
Warm, then cold, then rain, then clouds.
It's like going to Six Flags.
It's a roller
coaster.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is like going up the hill, down the hill, through a loop.
It's like Kayla driving.
Oh. Well, that's it for us. We'll see you back here tonight after the New York Giants take on the Dallas Cowboys. As always, you can stay up to date at myarklemiss.com. Have a nice evening.